Well, looks like everything's connected. I mean, there's not many left since it restricted all my pages. So it could just be me talking to you, dear.
No.
We could have just had a phone call, maybe.
We could have. We could have.
How are you?
Tired. How are you?
You're tired?
I'm exhausted.
Well, it looks like only one person has found us. So
wonderful. So we're
yeah,
blessed.
well, it's an election year, so conservatives are going to get trounced. Apparently, it's happening to everybody. Your father tells me 3 of his friends were all kicked off of Facebook. So let's see what happens. Well, look, we got a couple.
There you go.
Ralph Rubinik, how are you? Francine, how are you? I'm glad you found us. Billy Nolan is with us. How are you, Billy? And Beer Nuts is with us. How are you, Beer Nut? He's coming to us from Rumble. Good. Howard found us. Okay. Svetlana is back. Yes, she is. Colleen Mahoney is here. Hello, Colleen. I'm worried we're not going to have your grandmother because she was having a fit about how to find us yesterday.
Why don't you just give her the link on her page so she could have pressed it?
I did. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, no, there she is. There she is. All right. Good evening, Bobby Dutcher. Oh, okay, good. The gang's all here. All right, Grandma's here.
My grandmother's here.
So I'll start the show, then I'll tell you the saga. How's that? A half inch means a lot sometimes.
This pumpkin latte sucked, and I want to speak to your manager.
How much is the economy today? Oh, it's that much.
Objection, hearsay. Objection, leading. Objection, hearsay.
Where is that woman when Biden speaks?
Well, I wore an extra low-cut shirt in case someone just happens to stumble upon us. They'll stay.
I'm good.
Haven't done laundry in a week because we haven't been in.
I'll shamelessly act like Kris Kardashian and say, do it, baby. You want to take off your pants? Go ahead.
Well, we don't want to scare everybody.
Oh, I doubt that could happen. You're beautiful. So just as our Right Stuff Gals page was breaking so that it could start getting monetized and do everything that it was supposed to do, Facebook sends me a message that a post that I put up months ago that was of the Pride celebration on the White House lawn was against their, it said that it was sexual exploitation of an adult. You know, it was the trans guy with his hands on his boobs.
But he was out in public like that.
Yeah. Go tell Facebook. So I fought it and Facebook said, nope. And then they hammered me on my ads. They hammered me on my personal account. They hammered me on my professional account. So that's it. Leticia Romero is basically dead in Facebook. They said if I do one more thing wrong, they're going to take me down. So thankfully, YouTube is doing okay. Rumble, not so much. But YouTube is doing okay. We're gaining followers on YouTube. And thankfully, Jen's page is still alive.
Because I don't go on.
You don't post anything stupid. Well, it's 2024 and conservatives who make fun of Biden are going to get slaughtered. So that's what's going on now.
That's no fun.
No, but it's true. Hello, Gloria. Hi, do you have your bell, Gloria? I hope so. And Susan Durama is here. Hello, Susan. And our in-house comedian, Debbie Lovato. Very good. And Angela Ricca. Okay, so at least the gang is here. We're just missing Martin Lee, I guess. He might have a hard time finding
Probably had something better to do.
Well, so, for going forward, we don't give up. We'll be damned if digital media is going to stop us from talking about the truth. So we will
take it to the streets.
We'll take it to the streets. That's the truth. So what's going on with you? Tell your fans where you've been, what you've been doing. How are you?
Oh, no, it's nothing exciting. It's actually sad. So let's not talk about that.
Okay. Well, I mean, just what have you been doing with your week?
That I just got back to work.
That's it. Okay.
Officially today was the first day back at work.
Oh, okay. I'm getting at
So-
least 5 warnings from Facebook, and that's just from making jokes in your stream. I'm sorry, Howard. Yeah, they also put a restriction on because they said our show it promotes violence. So go
Oh,
fix
yes.
it. No retreat, no surrender. You got it, Billy. No retreat, no surrender is right. And here's somebody who knows about Facebook banning. Tag people to get past shadow banning. At least some people see your stuff. You know what? That's a good idea, Colleen. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that tag everybody thing from now on. Hey, how are you, Sass? Sass is from Twitter. Good to have you with us. Okay. This is good. Well, it's shaping up to be okay. Facebook took down something I wrote. A man said his son wants to be addressed as a cat. I said he should kick his son-in-law in the pants, and they took down my reply to the father. Promoting violence, Gloria. Promoting violence. All right. So anyway, today's show is called Trump That, and we thought that we'd talk a little bit about the differences between Joe Biden and Donald Trump.
So you want the show to be gone forever after today. That's good.
I will, screw that. I am not going to. We just said no retreat, no surrender. What are we supposed to do? Stop talking about Joe Biden? I mean, he's the funniest comedic material there is. Even Saturday Night Live was making fun of him, and so was an Italian company. I put it up on X, but I didn't put it up on Facebook because I figured they'd take it down. So anyway, let's say Andrew Dorman is with us. Okay, how are you, Andrew? They should ban Biden for promoting violence. Oh yeah, well they should. They definitely should ban him. Yeah, Joe, how are you? If they want to be a cat at school, they need to fully commit with a leash, a litter box, and cat food. Otherwise, shut up. Yeah, watch them do it.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, here's a woman who identifies as something other than, well, what? I think she's a woman.
Mama, du hast gesagt, ich kann alles werden, was ich will, wenn ich groß bin. Also bin ich ein Einhorn.
A sterile unicorn.
I love that clip. The mother's face. I'm trying to decide, was that a setup? Was that a skit? Or was
Yes,
did
of
she really?
course it was. She was just like, that's my condom, darling.
Oh, is that why she looked so upset? The mother?
Yeah, she had one left.
She only had one left. Oh my God. Oh, let's see. Jay Miller again. Oh, Billy's on fire. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know. I know you've been so busy, Jen. Did you see that Joe Biden now enters Air Force One through the cargo hold
No.
with all the rest of the dead wood?
No.
Yeah, with all the other inanimate objects. He no longer goes up the steep steps. They have him going up the cargo hold into the cargo hold on Air Force One. That
I
is
wish they would lose him like my luggage. Jesus.
if only. Oh my gosh. People like that make me wonder why Republicans are against abortion. Very good, Howard. He's a dead man walking. He sure is. Did you see him today? I didn't have a chance to clip it up. Him eating ice cream.
I saw Rockefeller at the Rock. I did.
I mean, unbelievable. Should give Joe a parachute, really, or not.
That's the only way they get him out of the house. You're gonna get ice cream at the end, honey.
I mean, it's so tragic. They used to say that Trump was making this country a laughingstock. But the fact is that the Iranians, the Italians, the French, they're all making fun of Biden, and they've been making fun of him consistently. If you look at any international news stuff or comedies, you're going to see a skit about Joe Biden. It's really tragic, really, really tragic. The rest, the press uses it now. Joe Biden, yeah. Well, well, that's the official way in. So maybe he's making the press take the high stairs. I don't know. Yeah, it is so insane. Because he's luggage, father. That's right, darling. Can you believe Democrats are glorifying the Air Force member who set himself on fire? Yes, I can believe it. I can believe it. It's just the
That's
insanity.
violence. That's showing that you should kill yourself.
I mean, what a violent death to set
Agreed.
yourself on fire like that. Oh my God. Biden has the IQ of a cargo box. Indeed, Mick. Indeed. I got in trouble with Facebook for saying that a man should kick his son in the ass because he wants to identify as a cat. Okay. Oh, use pants. Okay, got it. All right. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, so today is Michigan's primary. They moved it from Super Tuesday to now. I don't know why, but they did, and I think
Because they need more time to rig everything. It's the
Yeah.
machines. Oh, here we go.
There we go. Here we go. But you know, Rashida Tlaib is telling people to be to vote non-committed.
Be non-binary when you vote.
Not non-binding, not non-binding.
I it was a joke.
Oh,
We're talking about.
all right, good. Keep talking.
I might not be the brightest crayon in the box, but I know the difference between non-binding and non-binary.
Oh my
I
God.
actually Googled it yesterday. Jimmy hates me. I was like, I explained it correctly, so I didn't know. But I was like, wait, probably wrong if I knew it that fast.
Oh my God. Bottom line, liberalism is a mental disorder. Yeah, it is. The press enters first before the president and cameras show up. Got it. And how stupid is the president wanting a ceasefire on a primary day? Yeah, well, go figure. Well, apparently a lot of people aren't voting for him anyway. I'm going to show you this clip in a minute. Nikki Haley is the only candidate in history to declare she won when she loses by 20.
She's ruining it for everybody. She's literally taking votes away from him. For the people that don't want Biden and don't want Trump, they will go over and vote for her.
Okay. But you know what? That can only happen in open primary states.
I'm
right?
not talking about primary.
And she has to have a line in the general election.
She says she was going, isn't she? Well, who has the independent?
There is no independent.
There is no not in the primary.
In the general.
Yeah.
You have to create it.
Yeah,
So right now, the No Labels Party has been promoting Joe Manchin. And they were setting it up. They said if it's a Biden-Trump matchup, they were going to have a No Labels Party. RFK is also trying to get on the ballot as a non-party, right? As a non-committed, non-party, independent, if you will. But if No Labels really has that much money and is going to do it, I think why Nikki Haley is staying in is to show them that she's better able to get votes than Joe Manchin.
Oh, I think she is 100%.
Possibly.
Next, Biden's going to identify as not being Biden and go on the conservative line or something. Try and trick us all.
Well, if Nikki Haley runs as a No Labels Party candidate, here's my thought process. Trump Republicans aren't going anywhere, right? Conservative Republicans, and they're not even Republicans, all the Trump people. They're conservatives. They're MAGA, right? MAGA is not going anywhere. MAGA will vote. They'll come out in droves. Then you have conservative Republicans that feel that Trump is a little too crazy, right? They'll still come over and vote. So who Nikki Haley will take are those liberal Republicans who left Trump in 2020 and went over to vote for Joe Biden. Who she'll take from Biden is probably about 50 to 60% of Democrats. And so in the end of the day, Trump wins. And I don't think that's, and if Robert F. Kennedy is in there too, then he takes a group of Democrats. He takes the old Kennedy Democrats, and he'll take some blanks too. Some, I have no party, I have no place to be. He'll take a lot of those. And then you'll have a four-way for the first time in American history.
Be careful, because the Democrats hate Robert Kennedy Jr. Nikki Haley is really a Democrat. So who's to say they don't rig it to where Biden loses and she wins?
Yeah, that becomes the biggest question. But
So that
I
they
don't
at
think
least
they
have
can
their
even
puppet.
play games this time, because we're savvy to what they did in 2020. So the same way as we were savvy enough to know that the National Security Act didn't actually do anything for the border, and that's why we stopped it as Americans, we are seeing through this stuff now. So we were asleep in 2020. 100% we were asleep. But we're not asleep anymore. I mean, that's for sure. Hold on a second. Let's see what's going on here. And Nikki is funded by Democrats. Yep. Her voters are never Trumpers. The brainwashed. Yeah, it's true. She should be backing the Republicans, not the Democrats. Yeah, but who wants her in the party anymore? She should have registered as a Democrat. She would have won. We are self-destructing ourselves with all these parties dividing the vote. Indeed. Nikki Haley is a rhino, 100%. Libertarian for Trump, that is me. Oh, that's good to know. I figured as much. Anybody that doesn't like government is got to like Trump. Kennedy Jr. is anti-vax, so he's a threat to big pharma.
That's another reason why I think if they were to do something, it would be Nikki Haley, because they don't want him there. Because he's going to cause all their little inside deals with big pharma a lot of money.
It's the only reason that I can see for her to stay in this race is that she's hoping for the No Labels Party. She's hoping to get rid of Manchin, and she would be the No Labels Party.
I think she would. I think that between all of them, I mean, I would vote for Robert Kennedy Jr. before her any day. But I think that the fact that she's a woman, when she leans more to the left, that it's a safer bet for her.
Well, if she takes the female vote, then Trump is in a landslide. Because that's the one demographic he has the biggest trouble with. I mean,
he beat her in I forget what he did
in New Hampshire with women. Yeah, we're Republican women, but that's Republican women. It's now, and most women are Democrats or blanks. But anyway, so look at what's going on in Michigan today.
I feel I am betrayed that I voted for Biden in 2020. We voted for somebody to bring us democracy and humanity on the table. Well, we see, a government that aligns with a genocidal government to kill my people.
Hundreds of traditional Democrats gathered at a rally in the majority Arab American city of Dearborn. They're demanding a ceasefire in Gaza and pledging to vote uncommitted. Dearborn Mayor Abdullah Hammoud says it's not just an Arab American issue.
This is not about being Arab or being Muslim and having an attachment to the people in Palestine or being related by blood. This is about people coming together and seeing right versus wrong.
They're led really, by Rashida Tlaib, the only Palestinian American in the U.S. Congress. If the campaign helps Trump, she says, blame Biden.
President Biden is risking another Trump term over his support for the most right-wing government, the most extremist government in the history of Israel.
There are 300,000 Arab Americans in Michigan, twice Biden's 2020 margin of victory.
When you've got that big of a population that might or might not support the president in his re-election efforts, boy, that could really swing the outcome.
How do you feel about Joe Biden?
I don't think I want to hear his name again.
300,000. And Rashida Tlaib is like, fine, let's go, let Trump win. It's Biden's fault. Worse politics have been played in DC than the dangerous politics she's playing right now. So who knows? I got to get in. We have some of my Bad Squad Patriots here. I'm so excited. Trish is here. Hi, Trish. And where is he? Sean's here. How are you, Sean? Thank you guys for the support with Beer Nuts. These are the Bad Squad Patriots from X. So I want to give a shout out to everybody out there about X. I was never a Twitter person. Jen was the Twitter queen. I was not. As a matter of fact, it took me 10 years to get 1,000 followers.
And now I hate Twitter.
And then they destroyed me with that whole run for borough president. But if you go on X, I want you to look up Bad Squad Patriots, all my conservatives, and I want you to reach out to me or Leah or Beer Nut or Dave or Trish, and I want you to join this group because there are hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of patriots on Twitter, and Elon Musk allows you to speak your mind and to speak the truth. We have some talented people in this group and they all support each other. They build each other up. I mean, I'm proud that I have 3,500 followers and, I just started the page in June and I wasn't even playing on it for the first 3 months. And that's because of Bad Squad Patriots. So, don't be afraid of Twitter anymore. It's a fantastic platform. And it still lets the show run. So go figure. All right. So let's see, where are we here? What did he say? When you said that they'll have a 4-way, I had to laugh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's Sean. Okay. I think we were awake in 2020. We knew COVID gave them a way to cheat. We had no option but to just watch it happen. We were shut down at every turn. Yeah. Good point, Colleen. Absolutely. It's a good point. We were awake. We knew. But I guess we weren't motivated, right? Because, the MAGA, a lot of MAGA only voted for the first time because of Donald Trump. A lot of my husband was never like into politics. I was deep into politics. We're going to be married 45 years. That man could care less about a president. My mother, even my
other half, he didn't.
Yeah. Nobody cared, in my family where I was the Republican leader in New York City and state, they didn't care about politics until Trump came. So and that's 3 in our family that came to life just because of Trump. So what I'm saying is they were new to the game. They didn't understand what was going on. They were living their life. They didn't think about they had a place in politics, and now they do have a place in politics. And now in 2024, so many people understand so much. I mean, they read every bill. They read foreign newspapers. They spend time, looking and figuring it out and volunteering. And I think that that's the difference between 2020 and 2024. So what could they do to really play with the vote? Go ahead, Jen.
They thought it was a shoo-in.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everything was going good up until COVID. Everything was going good. So who thought that anybody would want to change presidents in the middle of a disaster like that? Who says she's a woman? Who? What?
Nikki Haley.
Nikki Haley. Oh, okay. Nikki Haley's hoping the Democrats lock up.
She's a Karen.
She is indeed. And the way she talks like a school marm. I can't. I'd vote for JFK or Manchin before Haley. Me too. I like JFK. Robert F. Kennedy.
Me too.
I used to work with him when I worked in Battery Park City. He's always a stand-up guy. Susan saying hi, Colleen. I'm a woman and Nikki Haley is unlikable. Oh, God.
That's why I was laughing before silently, because that's hysterical.
Don't talk about my adopted daughter like that.
I love her to death, but that was funny.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if Arabs were outraged when 6 million Jews were slaughtered instead of becoming an ally of Adolf Hitler? Yeah, it would. It would. Listen, this is the tale as old as time, religious conflict and wars. I mean, and we're still a target. No matter, I mean, I think it's hysterical that people believe that they can be all pumped up to free Palestine, and they think, how do they think that Hamas is going to embrace the Western culture and come over here and help us? If Hamas took over Israel tomorrow, right, and Israel was gone, do these people really think we'd have an ally with Hamas? This is insanity.
It's a terrorist group.
Exactly. They're a terrorist group.
It's like the KKK and Hamas fighting.
Yeah, right.
Either way, you're fucked. At the end of the day, someone's getting fucked.
We love you, Sean. Thanks for taking an hour out of your Tuesday for us. And everybody, go over to YouTube. I know we don't love YouTube, but go over, look for us, Right Stuff Gals on YouTube or on Rumble. It's just Right Stuff. No, but you know what? the more people that we have that like and subscribe on YouTube, the more YouTube shows our stuff.
I understand that.
And if we're not going to have Facebook, I'm doing my best with Twitter, but if we're not going to have Facebook, we're going to slow down here.
Well, I'm not banned from Facebook, so.
No, I know, but okay, never mind. No more Twitter for me. Okay, gotcha. Well, Elon is fantastic. He free speech. I mean, it's not as free as it should be, but it's close. Hello to Gen 2, Trisha.
Is Trish the one who made me the Mr. Potato Head?
No, that was Beer Nuts. Made you the Mr. Potato. He's famous for his memes. Yes, and Leah, Sean. I call Bad Girl Leah, but yeah, look for Bad Girl in the Bad Squad Patriots, and she will hook you up. When Turkey occupied Palestine, why didn't they declare a Palestine state? That's true, but they didn't want it. They didn't want it back then. All right. Okay. Back to Twitter. Okay. All right. I think we have a lot of comments. I actually met Letitia when she ran for office. You came to my house in Great Kills. I remember, Howard, and I thank you for remembering me. I hope you voted for me. That Leah, I think. Yes, that is Leah. Trump was a wake-up call for all of us, and let me tell you something. Colleen and I were talking on the phone the other day, and I've been talking to people who say that they can't vote for Trump because he's crazy, right? They say, I don't like his tweets, I don't like how he talks, I don't like his mannerism, I don't like that he makes fun of people.
I didn't like how he ran the country. How about that? That's it. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Because Joe Biden looks like a little old man that'll give you a word as original out of his sweater pocket that's been there for 10 years. And then sniff your hair. He's never going to really hurt you.
Right. Except for when he lets 9 million people enter the border and they start killing you, right?
Exactly. So you can like his personality.
Right.
Because he's a little old frail man.
Right. Exactly. He's a sweet old guy
who runs the country fantastically.
Well, so we talk about Trump being crazy, but let's ask ourselves this question. In 2020, if I told you that doctors would say that it is practical and necessary to cut off young kids' private parts so they can change their genders, would you have said, oh, yes, that's very sane? Do you say that now? If in 2020... if I told you that we were going to let 9 million people, cross our borders because we have no guards, no anything, and you got to pay for it, would you have said, "Oh yeah, that sounds sane to me"?
Let me tell you something. We watched Scarface last night just to relive how history repeats itself. It is to the T exactly what is happening now. There's no difference. No difference. In Miami and Dade County. The tent system behind the gates, the fighting, the stabbing, the beating of the cops, the cocaine, the guns, the gangs. They had the heart on their hand, Tony Montana. They all have the crown now. They all answer back to a guy named Zachary in Venezuela, who is Sorrow. What's his name? The other one, the big guy that was Tony Montana went to go work for. Not Frank, the other one. That's him. Same setup, same house, same pictures on his Facebook. It is exactly the same thing.
Absolutely.
There's no difference. Watch Scarface. Watch it tonight because it is exactly what's happening now in New York and everywhere. It's everywhere instead of starting in one spot.
Colleen, on Twitter, look for BG Hates Trains. Google that. You'll see that she has, if you see like, I don't know if Trish has it, but Sean has it around his, it's a symbol. It says Bad Squad Patriots. Go look for her and tell her you want to become a patriot and that I'm your friend. I actually campaigned for Nixon. I was 6. Me too, Billy. Me too. I was sitting watching the returns in my girlfriend's house because my parents were from McGovern and I liked Nixon. And so we watched the returns there and I felt so bad when I came home and they were sad and I was happy that Nixon won. An Iowa girl, Sean. Yes, she is. Trump woke everyone to the insane reality we're living. Yeah. And here's Martin Lee. We just wondered where you've been. I know. It's Martin. Facebook restricted all my pages. So hard to find us now. But
there's a lawsuit out. So hopefully it gets, because both sides of the court system are all for everyone speaking the truth. So, or not the truth, but whatever they want to say.
Yeah.
Freedom of speech.
Well, let's see. Ramon is with us. How are you? Okay, Sass. So who's BG? No, I got to ask. Oh, no, Bad Girl. Bad Girl hates trains. I call her BG. Sorry, you're absolutely right.
That comment was made a long time
ago.
Okay,
all right. Yeah, we're at half an hour mark and we didn't even get to all of our stuff. Okay, so this was what happened in Brooklyn. Oh, wait, let me get rid of that comment. This is what happened. Wait. No, that was just silly that I did that. Here it is. This is what happened in Brooklyn over the weekend. This is interesting, Jen. This is in your backyard.
There's only one solution. There's only one solution. Communist revolution. Communist revolution. There is only one solution. Communist revolution. Communist revolution. Communist revolution. Intifada! Intifada! Intifada!
They want to live in a communist regime?
Yes.
These are the people that cry when they don't get a bathroom break at Starbucks. They're the exact same people that cry and complain that they only a half-hour lunch break. I'm working 12 hours and going to school for no reason.
Yeah. So they want communism in America.
Good. Send them to Cuba.
Yeah, well, listen, for all the money
should get all the liberals and put them on the flotilla, and we should send them to Cuba.
I agree. Harvard graduates, yeah, really. Antifa without their masks, yeah. What? I just missed it. Where did it go? There it is. Dumbasses. They're in the wrong country. Can they be deported? Listen, you know what? I'll take most of the migrants if we can deport the woke libs. How's that? We can strike a deal with Venezuela.
Can you imagine if we sent them to Venezuela, what the news would be like there?
Yeah.
They're just crying tears in jars on the street corners. They want to enroll in school.
No, you want to hear the sad truth? Since Venezuela has shipped all their crazy people and their criminals here, do you know that crime in Venezuela is down like 10%?
Obviously. Well, that's obvious. Everyone with a crown tattoo got shipped over here.
Yeah, really. They all look like they live in their mom's basement. They do. I assure you. They live in Park Slope. LaGuardia Airport is the other way. Yeah, it's the truth. Very concerning situation of a communist revolution.
If they went a few more blocks to Bay Ridge, I would have rocks thrown at their heads by every Sal, Vinny, Tony, and Paul.
Sal, Vinny, Tony, and Paul don't live in Bay Ridge anymore.
Yes,
it's
they do.
It's now Mink Lee.
No, not in Bay Ridge. Bay Ridge from a certain point to Shore Road.
You have 3 blocks in Bay Ridge. 3 blocks are Italian.
And that's it.
No,
well, 4th, 5th, down to Shore, up, and down to 90th.
Okay, so what do you got?
101st, yeah, we're good. We're a little Shore Road to 90th.
What are you going to do, put up a fence?
It's an electric fence. It just zaps anybody that comes in that's not Italian.
Yeah, Venezuela would trade them back for criminals. Send them to Venezuela. They'll wind up having to eat their pets. Yeah. Time for the American Revolution. Well, I think we're watching it unfold.
Yes, 95th. Sorry, 90th. I said 95th.
Okay. Started with Bernie Sanders, then AOC, and the rest. Yeah, exactly.
No one's heard from her. She doesn't tweet anymore. She doesn't.
AOC, yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Because she's actually is probably going to vote for Trump.
I pay money for that.
Because she was crying at the border with her bravado on. Wow, let them out. Now they're out. Now what? Now all your constituents can't get any money because we're giving them all to the people that you were crying for at the border.
Mm-hmm.
All your poor immigrants that are trying to be citizens are getting no money.
You know, I didn't want to bore everybody with more paperwork, but if you look at the ICE annual report, I didn't put it up. The ICE annual report, I'll just give you some stats. I put it up on Twitter, so you might have seen this already. 33,209, just 23 migrants who came over had been arrested for assault. 1,713 were arrested for homicide. 1,615 were arrested for kidnapping, and 139 were on the terrorist watch list. If you look at the ICE annual report, it's easy. It's a lot of pages, but it's easy. It tells you, the arrests that they made, and most of them were let out because they couldn't hold them because they don't have any room. And one of them that was let out actually killed
the college
Laken Riley. Laken Riley, watch.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement confirms to Fox News that the NYPD arrested 26-year-old Jose Antonio Ibarra in September and charged him with acting in a manner to injure a child less than 17 and a motor vehicle license violation. 1 year earlier, Ibarra, a Venezuelan national, had illegally entered the U.S. near El Paso. Last week, police arrested him for the murder of Laken Riley, a 22-year-old nursing student at Augusta University. She was found dead near a lake on the campus of the University of Georgia, where she had previously attended. Ibarra appeared in court on Saturday, but he was not seen on camera. A judge denied his bond. Ibarra's wife told the New York Post that she and Ibarra married so they could join their asylum cases. I have a lot of faith that this wasn't him, that there was a misunderstanding somewhere, she told the paper. But if he did, he has to pay for what he did, truly. Georgia's Republican Governor Brian Kemp laid the blame for the border crisis at President Joe Biden's feet.
This is an issue that the president can take action on. And I know he's trying to blame, inaction in Congress. That is passing the buck. We know that there's things that he can do.
Back here in the city, police say they are looking for at least 16 more people in connection with the stabbing in Times Square Thursday of a 17-year-old who is believed to be a migrant from Nicaragua. The NYPD released these images of outstanding suspects. 6 people have already been arrested for their roles in the stabbing. Police say the suspects punched and kicked the victim and stabbed him in the back. He was taken to Bellevue Hospital in stable condition. Police say the suspects were last seen entering the Times Square subway station.
Svetlana!
I brought new boyfriend, Walter. He's angry American.
What does he say?
A lot. Doesn't shut up.
Hashtag dumbass. Ow, jerk.
He's a very old man.
Does
But
he
he
have
has
a lot
lots
of
of
money?
money, so it's fine.
It's good. It's good. When they get caught, do they stay in jail? No, Gloria. They let them right out because New York City is a sanctuary city, and so the police can't hold them. They can't. Well, sorry. Let me fix that because Billy will jump all over me. The police can't notify ICE that they're here. So Adams actually did something that was amazing.
The day.
Yeah. He's calling to end the sanctuary status of the city and the state. I don't think he'll get through because he's got communists and socialists on his city council and in control of the Senate and the Assembly in New York. But he's talking the talk anyway. So, Democrat politicians should be financially responsible to victims of illegal migrants. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm worried about all the young Chinese males coming over. Yep. Okay. Angela, did I tell you? I think I told everybody. When I was taking my concealed carry test in South Carolina, there was a Chinese man with us who did not speak English, couldn't understand English, did not speak English. And the guy giving the test, because it's like the shooting ranges give the test, said, well, how were you going to understand this? And he said he had a translator. And he took the test and he took the shooting test and everything. And I was beside myself about it. And, rightly so, they're a business. They don't have the right to say, we refuse you the test. So it has to be SLED that has to catch them. But when we filled out our paperwork, there was actually something on there that said, if you your green card number, it asks for your social security number or your driver's license or your green card number. Why are we issuing concealed carry permits to people with green cards? I mean, this is crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. Anyway, so, okay, my rant is over. Since when does the legislative branch need to pass a bill to close the border? It doesn't. But, well, we'll talk about that in a second. Yeah. Well, she's only been gone for 5 seconds, Ramon. They love you, Jen. They love Jen. Svetlana, you better do something to make them love you.
Well, when you stop talking, maybe I have something to say.
Okay.
I was joke.
Yeah.
I've learned American humor now.
All right. Listen. So Trump went to the Black Conservative Conference, and he spoke very frankly with them. Listen to what MSNBC had to say about it. Watch.
I got indicted for nothing, for something that is nothing. They were doing it because it's election interference. And then I got indicted a second time, and a third time, and a fourth time. And a lot of people said that that's why the black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against. And they actually viewed me as I'm being discriminated against. It's been pretty amazing. I'm being indicted for you, the American people. I'm being indicted for you, the black population. The mugshot, we've all seen the mugshot. And you know who embraced it more than anybody else? The black population. It's incredible. You see black people walking around with my mugshot. You know, they do shirts and they sell them for $19 a piece. It's pretty amazing. Millions, by the way, millions of these things have been sold.
A bunch of racism there on top of a lie about the assault on our democracy. I got indicted for nothing, just for nothing. And then they did it again. Gene, your new piece is entitled Donald Trump's con man hustle for the black vote is not going to work. And you took a look at his history a little bit.
That's all you have to do. I mean, the first time Donald Trump's name was in the newspapers was in 1973 when the Trump company, it wasn't called the Trump Organization then, it was his father's company, but he had just taken a leading role in the company, was sued by the Justice Department for discrimination, for refusing to rent to African Americans. And they entered a consent decree that's promising not to do it anymore without admitting guilt. So that was the first time. Then, of course, there was the Central Park Five, the black and Latino men who were wrongly convicted of a brutal rape. He took out front page, full page ads in the New York newspapers saying, bring back the death penalty. And even after they were exonerated by DNA, he refused to apologize.
Wait, Donald Trump not black? I thought he was black man. He's dark, like a woman who says she's black. That professor.
No, he's orange. He's the minority of
what
minorities.
Race is that? I know yellow, I know white, I know brown and black. What is orange?
That's what the libs call him, orange man.
So he's white and black mixed, like Malaka. Or yellow and brown.
Well, nope. Orange. Donald Trump is orange, so he understands he is a minority unto himself. So they jump all over Trump for being racist, but listen to Joe Biden.
Senator Biden, you and your campaign have had a number of occasions to correct or clarify things you've said relating to race, including your remarks about Senator Obama being, quote, clean and articulate, your comment about Indians working at 7-Eleven, and recently to the Washington Post in which you spoke about race while describing disparities between schools in Washington, D.C. and Iowa. Do these gaffes or misunderstandings, or however you would characterize them, indicate you're uncomfortable talking about race, or are people just being too sensitive?
I think that I have my whole career. I got involved in public policy. I got involved in politics because of the civil rights movement. It's the overwhelming core of my support in my home state. I get the overwhelming majority, over 95% of the vote of minorities in my state. I may have phrased those things wrongly, but when I talked about the Indian population, what I was making the point was they're building families. They're coming by in businesses, 7-Elevens and Dunkin' Donuts and small shops, just like those Italian immigrants used to do, and they're building families. It may be possible because I speak so bluntly that people misunderstand, but no one who knows me in my state, no one who I've worked with in the United States Congress has ever wondered about my commitment to civil rights and civil liberties.
It's personal, and I was actually it was hurtful to hear you talk about the reputations of two United States senators who built their reputations and career on the segregation of race in this country. And it was not only that, but you also worked with them to oppose busing.
Look, everything I've done in my career, I ran because of civil rights. I continue to think we have to make fundamental changes in civil rights. And those civil rights, by the way, include not just only African Americans, but the LGBT community.
But Vice President Biden, do you agree today that you were wrong to oppose busing in America then?
No,
do you agree?
I did not oppose busing in America. What I opposed is busing ordered by the Department of Education. That's what I opposed.
Well, there was a failure of states to integrate public schools in America. I was part of the second class to integrate Berkeley, California public schools almost 2 decades after Brown v. Board of Education.
Because your city council made that decision.
Wait, he forgot Indian people own Subway, Albanians own pizzeria, and mentally retarded men run for office and become president. He forgot.
He forgot. Oh my God, the comment section is blowing up. Oh my God, okay. Where'd we go? I thought it was blowing up. Illegal aliens shouldn't have access to weapons. This is true. I don't believe in concealed carry openly. They can work and have guns now. Work and have guns. I have videos of illegal Chinese coming into the U.S. and taking firearm training in the desert. Yeah, well, they did it right in Myrtle Beach. Trump is a person of color. Yeah, he is. He's orange. Svetlana needs a shot of vodka. Yeah, she's a little sleepy today, huh? Ramon Hernandez, orange man. Yeah, that's who he is. Trump is going. Well, damn, love MSNBC dumbasses. Yeah, I when you get to know us, you know that I include MSNBC and CNN as often as possible. Let's see. Morning Joe. Yeah, Morning Joe. Debbie Lobedo, Trump is a person of color who's been discriminated by white liberals. Yeah, it's true. They're such assholes. Yes. What about what Biden said that if you don't? Oh, well, here it is. Hold on a second.
A lot of black voters, including myself, feel, and that's that Democrats take black voters for granted.
I want a larger share of the black vote than anybody has, including Barack. They're the folks, as they say it my way, brung me to the dance. That's how I got elected.
We had Hillary on a few years ago, and Ms. Clinton said that the crime bill, we made a lot of mistakes with that, and she wanted to atone for that by becoming the next president.
She was wrong. What happened was it wasn't the crime bill. It was the drug legislation.
Thanks so much. That's really our time. I apologize.
You can't do that to black media.
I can't do that to white media and black media because my wife has to go on at 6 o'clock.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community.
Who wrote his cue card to read that out loud? That's how old man thinks.
Yeah, that's how the old man thinks. Yeah, he thinks.
Wasn't he part of KKK? He ran on a float with that.
Yes, with the senator. Oh gosh, I can't remember his name now. Somebody help us out with the head of the KKK who became a senator. I forget his name. Orange Lives Matter. Yeah, hanging out with the KKK. There you go. Yeah, Debbie said it too. Okay, Dr. Jill called Mexicans breakfast tacos just last year. Right, but they don't say anything about that.
But I love breakfast tacos. They're good.
They don't say anything about that. Donald Trump is being persecuted and he's innocent. Right? Yeah, exactly. But not according to liberal media. Okay, so Trump. Well, watch.
If you want to know what Trump campaign staffers think about you, just watch Fox News, like this weekend when they gushed over Donald Trump's new ploy for money, a limited edition series of gaudy gold $400 Trump sneakers. And like they always do on Fox, somebody said the quiet part out loud on what the big sneaker strategy is really all about.
Even the sneaker thing. I was on social media last night. Very interesting. As you see black support eroding from Joe Biden, This is connecting with Black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always trumps politics. And Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen.
Seriously? Why didn't I think of this when I ran the RNC? Let's see. Black folks love sneakers, and we can paint them gold. This can't miss. Trust me, it's a big miss. And they ugly as hell. Angela Carusone watches a lot of Fox as the president and CEO of Media Matters for America, and he joins me now. $400 kicks? Gold? Are they really this cynical over there at Fox?
Yeah, and this same guy, about a year ago when Trump's mugshot came out, said that black people can, quote, relate to Donald Trump now, and that it was actually going to increase his black support because he had, quote, street cred.
I thought he was doing that for rappers' gold teeth to match shoes.
There you go. Your teeth match your shoes.
Yeah, you smile, bing, your feet. It's nice. It's very classy. Russians, we love gold. Bling, diamonds, ice, we love it.
So you're going to buy a pair of those sneakers?
Duh, I have 5.
Yeah, okay. Well, they're sold out.
Walter, he bought me.
Walter bought them for
you. Yeah, shut up.
Well, so they're making fun of the fact that Donald Trump issued the sneaker line supposedly to get black support or to connect with the black culture. But I don't know. Does anybody remember Kamala Harris?
Oh.
What's up, everybody? It's Joe from Complex. We're in North Carolina at Social Status with Senator and Democratic nominee for Vice President Kamala Harris. How you doing?
Hey, Joe.
Gonna do some sneaker shopping today. Gonna see what she's feeling, what she's not, and then hopefully she's gonna buy some sneakers.
Let's go.
Let's go. Last month, you get off the plane, a silhouette that everyone wears every single day for years, but it garnered so much attention. Why do you think that was? The Converse Chuck Taylor.
I love my Chucks. I love my Chucks. You know, I think it's, maybe people don't expect it, but I think it's a statement about who we really are. Like, everybody's got their inner kind of Chuck look, right? And I think it just has to do with the fact that we all want to go back to some basic stuff about who we are as a country, right? I mean, Chucks, it's like we all, whatever your background, whatever language your grandmother spoke, you know, we all at some point or another had our Chucks, right?
Absolutely.
Women all over the world are pulling out their Chucks and pearls. Harris is known for wearing the Converse shoes and necklace during the campaign last year.
She's female, she's African American, she's Asian. She checks all the boxes, first of all. And secondly, the fact that she wears Chucks and pearls, and she's the type of lady that can be at the table and can be speaking and can be heard while speaking.
Why you play this woman?
Do you notice that the mask helped her be understood?
She had 20 masks on. How's she speak?
But she spoke better than when she doesn't have any masks on. I can understand.
Because it stopped oxygen to brain, which is not even working correctly. So you stop it, maybe it goes like you get kicked by mule, your eyes go cross down a well, they go back. You put the mask, oxygen stops, she starts talking normal.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well, it was perfectly okay for her, but not for Trump, right? It's, once again.
Well, they weren't gold. If they were gold. Yeah. But she picked Beastie Boy shoe.
Yeah, really. Biden mantra, nothing to see here. Yeah, or it's somebody else's fault. I'm throwing my bell away. I only ring it when you make me laugh and my hand hurts already. Oh, no.
But do you remember when de Blasio, he put the greasy food and all that stuff after we put in hands not to make the poor society eat bad food. Then he tricks you with free bad food. So you get shot so the Democrats make money from Big Pharma.
Absolutely.
This is how things happen.
There's always an angle. Yeah. After that, she became a second in command. Donald Trump is being persecuted and he's innocent indeed. Biden didn't want his kids growing up in a racial jungle. Yep. The crime bill. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, corn pop. Yeah, he is a nasty old man. His whole life he's been lying. Absolutely. Oh, here it is. Byrd. Yes, Senator Byrd. Thank you, Bobby Dutcher. Trump pardoned the first heavyweight champ on a 100-year-old case before he left office in 2020. He pardoned black men who will still be in jail. Anytime he says black this or black that, he's racist. Look at Biden's past record. Yep.
He also opened first transgender bathroom in his own casino.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
And had first transgender in Miss America pageant.
Yeah, he did. But I don't think that's a good idea, but okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but he did. Okay. All right, let's see. We got a couple more. So did you hear what's going on with Fannie Willis? Look at this.
And former President Trump's legal team says cell phone data shows the Fulton County DA is lying about the timing of her affair with a special prosecutor. Their affair has been under the microscope, with Trump and his co-defendants arguing it created a conflict of interest in the Georgia election interference case. According to a new court filing, the relationship may have begun months earlier than Willis and Nathan Wade claim.
Kelly, this is very powerful evidence. This evidence puts Nathan Wade at Fonnie Willis's house 35 times before he was hired as the special prosecutor in the case. Also reflects an inordinate amount of phone calls and texts between the two of them before he was hired. So I think it will certainly strengthen the movement to have her removed from the case, that they had a personal relationship before he was hired. Judge McAfee is going to have to make that determination. But after all, phone evidence where people are standing and living and located, and then also the inordinate amount of texts, I think it's going to be powerful evidence for Judge McAfee. I think he's likely to find that there's a conflict of interest and remove both of them from the case and ultimately the Fulton County Prosecutor's Office.
Jen's back. We love Jen. We love Svetlana, but we love Jen more. Okay, well, Jen, this one is gonna be close to your heart. Well, the Democrats are threatening not to certify Trump. Isn't that what happened on January 6th? What? Watch.
Trump closes in on becoming the GOP nominee, and Democrats appear poised to try to disqualify him should he go on to win in November. The Atlantic making the case in this piece, quote, how Democrats could disqualify Trump if the U.S. Supreme Court doesn't. Writing, Democrats have a serious chance of winning a majority in Congress in November, even if Trump recaptures the presidency on the same day. If that were to happen, they could have the votes to prevent him from taking office. In interviews, senior House Democrats would not commit to certifying a Trump win, saying they would do so only if the Supreme Court affirms his eligibility. What's the play here, Marie?
Well, first, I think the Supreme Court will affirm his eligibility. Second, I think this Atlantic piece is like a liberal fever dream that has 0% chance of actually being reality. I think the House would certify a Donald Trump victory, even if it's led by Democrats.
He appointed 3 of them. All right, guys, calm down.
That's true. Okay, so we don't have time for many.
No,
more.
I'm starving too.
Okay, so listen, the whole big thing now, we saw Laken Riley piece. We saw that a Venezuelan illegal migrant killed her. Now the Democrats are saying that wouldn't have happened if we signed the border bill, even though the guy came here in 2022. But I want everybody to remember, there has been a bill that has been around for 9 months that deals with only the border. It's called H.R. 2. Listen it.
By passing H.R. 2, House Republicans have shown we're focused on addressing our nation's biggest challenges. By contrast, the White House has 2 years to plan for the end of Title 42. We all knew the deadline, but the White House produced no plan, missed the deadline, and bumbled into another crisis. How has the president handled this? The exact same way he's handled the border. He ignores it and hopes it goes away. But President Biden and Senator Schumer are stuck on no. They have no plan, no proposed savings, and no clue. Apparently, President Biden doesn't want a deal. He wants a default. Mr. President, my message is very simple. Do not miss another deadline like you just missed on Title 42. Our country cannot afford it.
Why is this bill a terrible bill? Because it does not solve the problem. We have the worst rate of illegal immigration in our nation's history. People are dying. Children are being brutalized. Women are being sexually assaulted. Over 100,000 people died of overdoses last year. This bill doesn't fix it. Understand, this border crisis is deliberate. Joe Biden caused it. He caused it by his own unilateral decisions. 3 decisions caused this crisis, all made the first week of his presidency. He inherited the lowest rate of illegal immigration in 45 years, and his first week as president, he halted construction on the border wall, he reinstated the disastrous policy of catch and release, and he pulled out of the unbelievably successful Remain in Mexico agreement. That caused this explosion. It also means Joe Biden could solve it tomorrow. How would he solve it tomorrow? By reversing those 3 decisions, and you would get, once again, a secure border. The entire purpose of this bill is to give political camouflage for Democrats running in November. The objective of this bill was, number 1, to do nothing, so to do zero to secure the border, but to let every Democrat running for office say, gosh, I wanted to secure the border, but those mean Republicans wouldn't let us. This is all about talking points to deceive the voters. We're already seeing Democrat candidates across the country repeating that. I was ready to secure the border, but the Republicans didn't. By the way, we could have passed legislation that every one of us would have supported. H.R. 2 that passed the House of Representatives. I've introduced H.R. 2 in the Senate. Chuck Schumer wants a bill that I'll vote for Ukraine aid on it. Give me Ukraine aid and H.R. 2 and I'll vote for that.
So, H.R. 2 has been there. It's been passed in the House. It was introduced in the Senate, but they came up instead with the National Security Act, which we all know is a joke because it's really the Ukraine, Taiwan, and Israel border bill. And the only thing it does in our border is to adjudicate asylum seekers quicker. And oh, by the way,
asylum seekers.
Well, 80% of the people coming in are not.
They came here with those gold sneakers that Trump was selling.
That's right.
They're the ones who...
They're not seeking asylum. They're seeking work or they're seeking wealth.
They're escaping being prosecuted because they were committing crimes.
Well, that's another portion.
That's exactly. So, guys, go watch Scarface tonight. Again, rewatch it and read the beginning like it's the Bible.
Okay. Let me see. Where are we? I'm so mad I didn't buy the sneakers when I had the chance. They're going for $9,000 on eBay. Wow. Well, Trump was right. Yeah, Trump is always right. Trump's shoes match his hair. Yeah, that's true. Ralph, this is a long one. Everybody read this because I can't read it all out loud.
I have to go.
Yeah, Schumer and Pelosi adorned in African garb and George Floyd. Yep, right. Appropriation. And it's funny that they don't have a problem when liberals appropriate somebody's identity, like when men become women or when Nancy Pelosi is wearing African garb. But they have a problem when conservatives do it, right? De Blasio killed Chuck. Yeah. I'm not going to say anything. Bozo and Cuomo killed New York. Yeah, that makes more sense. Must be Chuck Schumer sneakers that Kamala's wearing. Yeah, right, the Chucks. How about Biden treating black family to fried chicken? Oh, that was so horrible. I can't believe they did that. Good show and good night. Thank you. Ramon, fanny pack. Yeah, is that the new look, the fanny pack? Watch trial today. Best reality TV. 100%. I had it on all day. Remove the case. It was made up. Indeed, it was. Yeah, maybe the midnight at the Oasis with Fanny and Nathan were checking each other's briefs. Oh, excellent, Debbie. Excellent. Can't stand these bozos in that courtroom. And the judge apparently worked with Fannie Willis and actually donated to her campaign. So what the hell's going on here? Jen is back. Okay, Ramon is happy. Democrats, well, I'm not going to read it. Democrat leadership doesn't work. It never did. Professor, a little late, but better late than never. See you next Tuesday. I'm sick of hearing the word Ukraine. Yeah, me too. Secure the southern border. Ukraine must be sanctioned. They are bragging about free stuff. Yes, they are. They are in the basement of the furniture store.
Yes, it's New York news. You wouldn't know.
Night. Okay. Bye, Billy. Have a great night. Thank you. And that could be a very rude statement. Yeah, it could. But we will see you next Tuesday. Thank you to all my Bad Squad patriots for joining us tonight. Thank you for everybody for finding us. Remember, the more YouTube subscriptions we have, the better off. The more people see the show, more people see the show, the more the truth comes out. Thank you, Svetlana, for your brief.
Yeah, well, she's not here. She went to go eat. She's starving.
And Jen is starving. So we'll see you all next Tuesday. Hopefully same place. Definitely same time. Bye all.
Bye.